Hey there, guys. It is Amontis, and it's a pleasure to meet you guys again and see you all again. I just wanted to explain and kind of ramble on about some stuff, and that stuff kind of being why I haven't uploaded this weekend. One is because I was busy with some stuff which I won't divulge because, personal, and as well, I'd gotten sick. The irony is not lost on me of a channel that reads horror stories. And the person who reads the horror stories has gotten sick. I know, dumb, and all that stuff. But I think I'm gonna be better in the next, probably tomorrow, because my worst was yesterday. I was absolutely like shit yesterday. Not even gonna lie. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot more better. And there's two stories that I have in mind that I want to read. That I'll most likely read. Better way to say it. Tomorrow, depending on which one I feel like more reading. And speaking of that, I said before in the introduction that I want to do more than just horror stories. And that's true. So the first video that's going to differ from them, because what I'm most likely going to do is the first two videos of this week are going to be those horror stories. I have a cough. Sorry. It's okay. And um those two. And then the next one I want to do is about a movie, which I know probably a lot of you have not heard of, which is going to be very interesting because of the fact that I'm kind of sitting there and like describing a movie to you and explaining why I find it disturbing and all this stuff. And it's because of how weird it is as well. And I watched it a couple of weeks back with my girlfriend. We were watching it because she had found this list of disturbing movies, and this was one of them. And I had no idea of exactly why until we started watching it, and I looked up more about it. Now, I won't reveal what it is until the video. But yeah, this is practically an update and kind of telling you what exactly the plans are for this week, explaining that too. And I think as well, what I'm most likely going to do as well is a album breakdown of an album that I was really excited for and that I've listened to and I think has come out amazing. So I want to dissect some of the songs and even kind of discuss them. Maybe get a little personal about some of those songs because some of them having a very real connection to me and the way I look at them because, sometimes that's the best way to kind of connect yourself to music is finding that real part of it. And that one I'll more reveal is going to be Kane Hill's A Piece of Me That I Never Let You Find, which, in my opinion, might be one of, if not my album of the year. Sadly, it doesn't have one of my top five songs because, well, I think it might have one of my top five songs of the year, but it's arguable because of some of the other bands that I listen to. But that as well. So I'm gonna try to upload a little bit more this week and kind of give you more variety than just that. And as well, just experiment, see what I like. Because I know reading stories all the time is just going to be boring and I'm just going to get very tired of it. And I don't want to get tired of it. This, as I said, this is supposed to be an outlet and something fun. And I want this to always be fun for not just me, but for you. And I know if I'm not having fun with it, you most likely aren't. Because if I just give you this very boring, dreary voice, it's very disingenuous of how I feel. If I don't get into a story that I read and like do dumb fucking voices, to me that's boring. And I'm not going to sit there and give you something that I find boring. Don't get me wrong, you'll most likely hear me bitch about it at the end, but it's because I want to give you a raw reaction and make sure that I'm into it. I'm not going to try to read a story that I already have come into with a bad expectation and then give it a sour one, if that makes sense. But I want to give you the best I can give you with, work and stuff coming up in my life. And I'm not going to sit there and rush something out when I'm not perfect. Because I won't lie, it it surprises me seeing that people actually watch it, if that makes sense. Because I just more release this for myself to a point. Like I release it so I have like a way to talk about stuff I like talking about. Because don't get me wrong, you can talk to your friend, you can talk about all this with other people, but they won't have the same understanding that you will of something as that. So if like you talk to someone on the internet and kind of like let that out there, it's your way of kind of being like, hey, I have this out here. If someone finds it, that's cool. And you could have a discussion. Because I'm into a lot of things besides horror, so this isn't just going to be horror. Don't get me wrong, I'm sitting there and I'm already fucking backlisting a bunch of stuff that's related to horror, but I don't want it to be just that. And sorry this has gone on for so long. It was just this ramble, but it's because I really wanted to get this out here and more talk. It sounds like more venting, kind of bitching, and I don't mean for that. It's just an outlet in some way, if that makes sense. And I want to thank you guys for listening. Because I know you're most likely only coming here to listen to horror stories, not just some random person rambling on the internet. See, I'll let you guys go for now. And whenever I upload this, so this might be tonight for me or tomorrow. So you might get a double upload, you might get one upload. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh yeah, you're getting two. And if you can't hear my voice, how like scratchy it was, it's because literally not even fucking 10 minutes ago I threw up. So that should give you an idea. Yeah. TMI. TMI. But yeah, thank you guys for watching or listening, however you want to go on about this. And I all hope you have an amazing day, a night, or whatever. Good morning, good night, and good afternoon.